Welcome to another maniacal, demonic, futuristic, unrealistic track of the day here on Trackmania Ghosts of the Past. This one is Skyholm featuring Nightwolf. It is from July 9th of 2022, so a few years ago. And it was uploaded and likely created, at least in part, by microvert. What are we trying to accomplish today? The usual. We start a 10-second countdown, and then we give ourselves 10 minutes to be the best version of ourselves that we can on this course that we have never played. So this will be my first time doing it. Let's see if we can at least complete it, and let's begin. One of these ways probably goes to the GPS, but I'm fine with just going in blind. In fact, I prefer that if it's an option. Okay, I'm already okay with this setup. It seems like it's difficult yet forgiving, which is about what I like to see. This is, whoa, I have not seen something like that in a course yet. That kind of narrow, almost like scaffold-like platform. Like walking a tightrope, very cool. I mean, there are a lack of guardrails in some parts, but I think it's not something that should take you by surprise. You can kind of see them coming, and you can steel yourself and prepare, whether that be by slowing down or just taking your turns a little bit slower, safer. And then we have checkpoint right before the thing. So we actually finished with the bronze, which is good. There's room for improvement, but we at least start with the medal, a finish most importantly, and then a medal is a nice bonus for us. It's really going to come down to, can we get used to these turns in our self-imposed 10-minute limit? Can we improve our execution on said turns and not crash? There's a fine line between kind of this shoulder here and the wall. So we want to make sure that we're trying to avoid both. We're already ahead of pace, but that's to be expected since we were kind of just feeling things out, although anytime you can feel things out and still get a medal, that's okay in my book. Nice set of turns there, well executed by yours truly. And we should be coming to the exit. Oh, nice. Upgrade that medal. We got a silver. That's for the second episode in a row. Very happy about that. The fans, the potential subscribers, which I'm sure are debating on whether they should subscribe, that probably just convinced them. Like, hey, I should subscribe. Because here's the thing. If you subscribe, then I know what I should be focusing on. Obviously, we have several series here on the channel, but I do know, at least as of right now, that this is pretty popular. So is TCG and Doom, which we're all doing on this series or on this channel. The other stuff maybe not as popular, but still getting some traffic. But again, your feedback, that's what we want. Let's get concentrating here and focus. Some of these turns are definitely a little bit on the wicked side. And I fell to my death. Always hard when you get that early silver. So it's like, where do you improve from here? Now it just comes down to like, can you find tricks? Can you find shortcuts? Can you execute perfectly? And it's probably where, as the kids say, drifting becomes important, which is something that we haven't really grasped or used too much. And I'm okay with that. I like to have my own play style, but I understand it probably gets frustrating for the viewer, especially if they're able to do it, and especially if I'm not doing it on a course that expects you to. Oh, that hurts. That one hurt because we had a really good pace. And there's not much wiggle room here, as you can see. You kind of have to be essentially perfect through a lot of these turns to give yourself a chance to beat your time. Took that turn pretty well. That one has proven to be kind of tricky, but I think we made up some ground right there. Let's see if we can take this one. Got to keep our momentum past our ghost here. He is speeding up, but we have some good momentum going if we take that turn well enough. And now he's got us. That was a deal breaker as well on that wall. Threading the needle there through that S turn. Keep bumping that damn wall again. But at least it was more of a love tap. And a full spin out. Question is, are we going to be okay around this series of turns? This is what has gotten us into trouble. Right there again. If you just... There's a specific spot, you kind of have to hit that at almost a specific speed to either not fly off the left or just completely lose all your momentum on the right side. And we've completed a run doing the form or the ladder, although it seconds off of our time, so I'd rather not do that. This is probably the second hardest turn. We aced it that time. This turn is also no walk in the park, depending on what angle you hit it and how fast you're going. Okay, we slowed it down at just the right time there. Ideally didn't want to slow it down at all, but we had to. Nice. Coming around fast. Got to go fast. All right, it's a new PB. And just so you all know, I do not practice these courses. I do not look them up. I randomly, using random.org, generate a list of dates, and those are the dates that we pick. And also, for the most part, aside from when I kind of first got this game and started feeling it out, I don't really play it aside from recording this series, so it's not like I'm sitting here spending hours in a day trying to just improve my general skill set. You are seeing the evolution of my skill live in real time on each and every one of these courses, okay? So as good as you are seeing me play is as good as I am. And there's no, you know, behind the scenes training that is happening for me to get any better. Because I don't have time to do that. Like, I barely have time to record this shit. Oh, man, I really thought we were going to have it there. And we just got hung up. Just a little bit delayed reaction on my part to make that work. Unfortunate. Full speed ahead, full speed ahead. All right, real good pace here. Nice. Another PB. Oh man, lost it there. Pretty good start otherwise. It's all about not hitting the walls. You gotta stay close to them. You gotta ride the walls, but you don't actually want to make contact with them. Want to get close. You want to almost be hugging them, but you do not want to hit them. And that is what has derailed many a good run for myself and probably many others on this track in the past. Got a good pace here. Nothing blowing away. Oh, and we're falling to our death. We have time for one more quality run here, I think. If we could pull it off, then that would be a great story. Oh, it was fun. It was fun while it lasted, you know. Pretty cool course. Skyholm featuring Nightwolf by Microvert from July 9th of 2022. Easy to learn, difficult to master. These are the kind of courses we love. I thought that was designed very, very well. I thought the last couple have been really, really good. Feel free to subscribe. We have plenty more to come. There are well over 1,000 of these courses at this point, so of course we are contractually obligated to do each and every one of them at some point, no matter how long of our lifespan that takes. So as my sanity begins to unravel, please subscribe so you can watch the demise and downfall. See you later.